Hi, this is my tutorial on how to make these cute Halloween horn attachments for your headphones. Okay, so the materials you're going to need for this is obviously black and white yarn or whatever colour yarn you want to use. Obviously you can do any colour you want. Crochet hook, I'm using a 3.5mm, but obviously it depends on what size yarn you're using and how big you want the horns. Stuffing, a needle, and scissors. Okay, the first step is to make a magic ring with the black yarn, like so. Obviously you can make the magic ring however you want. I know a lot of people have different ways that they do it. And then you're going to want to do 6 single crochets into the ring. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then close the ring. Okay, once you've closed the ring, you should have this. And before we go on, I apologise for how hard it is to see the black on the black background. I just moved house. My setup's a bit janky, so sorry about that. Once you've got the ring like this, the next step is you're going to do 3 rows of 6 single crochets. So just 6 round, 6 round, and then another 6 round. Okay, once you've done those 3 rows, I'd recommend at this point you turn it the right way out. So that's easier to do the next bit. And then just to end it off, you're going to put your hook into the next stitch and just slip stitch it closed, tongue twister. And then you can just cut, leave a tiny bit, but you don't have to leave too much, and pull tight, and that is the first step. The next stage is where you're going to add the white, so leave a bit of a tail, do a slip knot onto your hook, and then the way that you're going to make sure everything bends in the same direction is every single row you start on the slip stitch. So put your hook into the slip stitch, and that is where you're going to do the first single crochet. For this row it doesn't matter, but for the next rows it will matter where you start from, so always start from the slip stitch. And for this first row you're going to increase to 9, so you've done 1 there, and then the next stitch you do is going to be an increase like so, and then you're going to do 1 single crochet, and then the next one is going to be an increase, and then you're going to do 1 single crochet and then an increase like so, and that's how you're going to finish this off, as you can see. Now the next row is when you're going to start making it curved, so don't slip stitch, just start by going onto the original single crochet, and then this round is going to go 3 single crochets, so 1, 2, 3, followed by a half double, which if you don't know how to do that, you wrap your yarn over, through, and this one goes through all 3, followed by 4 doubles, which is like a half double. Sorry, I knocked my tripod over. Which is like a double, except instead of going through all 3, you go through 2, and then you go over, and then you go through 2 again, and do that 4 times. So that was number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and end with another half double. So over and then through all 3. That was the second round. And then for the third white round, you're going to do the exact same thing you did for the previous one. So 3 single crochets, half double, 4 doubles, end with a half double. And then once you've done that, end the same way by slip stitching, cut off a little bit, and pull tight. Like so. Now at this point I'd start cleaning it up as you go. So I'd stuff the black bit using stuffing, and I'd also clean up these dangly bits. And the way that I weave the ends in is thread the needle, obviously, just go all the way through, and then find somewhere else and go back. Obviously it doesn't have to be the exact same space, it doesn't matter. and then just trim the end and do the same with the black one. And then this is what you should have so far, and as you can see, it's already starting to curve like the horn would. Obviously for the next stage we go back to black, slip knot onto your hook, and again the first single crochet you're going to do is through the slip stitch that you did, which might be quite hard to get in, but that's where you're going to want to start. Otherwise it's going to start bending all the wrong ways and it's just going to look really bad. So just do a regular single crochet like so to start off, and then what we're going to do is single crochet 2 more times. So 1 and 2. And for the rest of this row you're going to do, it's basically the same pattern as the previous row in white. You're going to half double and then do 4 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, and end with a half double like so. Now for the next row we're going to increase again, and to do that obviously just continue as normal, don't bother slip stitching. You're going to do 2 single crochets, 1, 2, followed by a single crochet increase, which is just single crocheting twice in the same stitch like so. Then you're going to do a half double followed by a double followed by a double increase, which is when you do a double crochet and then a double crochet in the same stitch that you did the previous one. And then to finish it off you're going to do 2 doubles, so 1 and 2, and then another increase, except this time in the same stitch you're going to do a double and a half double in the same stitch like so. And the next row is going to be quite similar but not the same. We're going to increase even more, and to do that you want to do 3 single crochets, so that's 1, 2 and 3, followed by a single crochet increase, 1, 2 in the same stitch. Then you're going to want to do a half double followed by 2 doubles, 1, 2, followed by a double increase, so that's 1 and 2 in the same stitch this time. And then you're going to want to do 3 doubles in a row, 1, 2 and 3, and then the last increase is going to be the same as that one, where you do a double and a half double in the same stitch. And then to finish off this section, slip stitch, cut and pull tight like so. And then I also stuffed up to the white bit and weaved in the 2 ends that were here, and you can see it's curving. And for the next white row, do the exact same thing, slip stitch onto the hook, single crochet through the slip stitch, and then for this row you're going to do 5 single crochets, 8 half doubles, and then end with 2 singles like so. And this next row is going to be another increase row, and we're going to start with 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and end with a single crochet increase like so, then a half double followed by 3 doubles, 1, 2, 3, followed by a double increase, so that's 2 doubles in the same stitch, like so, followed by 3 doubles, 4 doubles, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the last increase is done by doing a double and a half double in the same stitch, like so. And then the next row, you're going to do 8 single crochets, 8 half double crochets, and end with 2 single crochets. And once you've done that row, same thing, slip stitch shut, cut, and pull tight. And then I'd stuff the black bit and weave in the ends, and this is what you should have so far. Start the same way, slip knot onto hook, single crochet through slip stitch, and then again you're going to do 4 more single crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, so you should have 5 along. Then you're going to do 3 half doubles, 1, 2, 3, followed by 7 doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then ending with 3 half doubles, 1, 2, and 3. The next row is easy. It is the exact same thing. 5 singles, 3 half doubles, 7 doubles, 3 half doubles. And for the last row, you're going to do 5 single crochets, 1 half double, 11 doubles, and end with 1 half double. And then once you've finished that row, slip stitch, cut, and pull tight, like so. And then I've stuffed it all the way and weaved in those ends, and this is what you should be left with. Now to make the bottom bit of the horn, you're going to do another magic circle and single crochet 6 in it like last time. Once you've got the circle, you're going to do 6 single crochet increases, so you should end up with 12 stitches. And then once you've got 12 stitches round, you're going to do this pattern, so you're going to do 1 single crochet followed by an increase, and do that 6 times around. So single crochet increase, single crochet increase, single crochet all the way around. And now once you've got 18, you're going to slip stitch it close, cut a long tail enough for sewing, pull tight, and then you can trim the original one because we don't need that, like so. And then what you're gonna do is sew it to the bottom of the horn, like so, and there should be 18 stitches on both of them all the way around, so you can sew 1 stitch to 1 stitch all the way around. And once you've sewn it on, you can weave in both the ends, and you should be left with this horn shape with a flat bottom, like so. Now the next step is how to attach it to the headphones. So you want to cut 2 pieces of black thread at like 50 centimeters each, it depends really. And then I've already attached this one, and I'll show you how to attach the other one. So what you're going to want to do is place it like at the angle you want. Obviously if you want it straight back, or if you want it, I want mine at like a slight angle, like so. And then what you want to do is thread one of the pieces on a needle, like so. And then with it placed at the angle you want, like that, you want to go through so it's like perpendicular to the headphones and go through near the base like a couple of stitches, like 3 or 4, like so, and just pull it through those 3 or 4 stitches and then make sure it's like halved. And then for the second one, you can thread the needle again, and now you don't need the headphones because you can just thread it through the opposite side and make sure they're parallel to each other. So if that's there, this one has to go about here. Doesn't matter if it's not entirely accurate. And then once you've got them on, the way you're going to attach it is, I'll do the top one first. Get both halves so they're around the headphones. You're going to go under, cross them over the top, cross them over, and then underneath you're going to tie them so they're tight, and then just tie them in like a little bow. Or if you're never going to take them off, you can do like a proper double knot and then cut the ends off. But I'm going to leave it so that I can take them off if I want to, like at the end of Halloween, for example. And then do the exact same thing with the second one. So make sure it's tight, wrap under, wrap over, and then tie in a bow. And the reason I do 2 rather than just 1 is because it makes it sit flat over the top, whereas otherwise the 2 ends would kind of poke up a bit because it won't be perfectly flat. So when it goes under, just tie it again, and then make a little bow. And this is what it should look like. Hope that helped. Hope the tutorial was helpful. If you don't understand, I only made like a few YouTube videos, so I'm not very good at the whole tutorial thing. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll try to answer. But yeah, subscribe for more crochet tutorials.